they cannot play so defensive, and we will have to adapt ourselves. Well, Josh, don't get your hopes so high.
Why? Yesterday's game was not all beautiful from Amorim, but what it showed me was he's a very good tactician, because when it mattered most, he had the tactical nous to make adjustments. So his game management is good. He can read the game and know what to do. And you know what they say about a manager with a clipboard.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I mean, when the man opened his clipboard to look for notes,
yeah, that was
I
it.
just knew,
The
I
notes were
just
there.
knew that yeah, he's going to do something different, and he did do something different. The game turned
Indeed, he
out
did.
different, and Sporting Lisbon won the game 4-1. But there's a glimmer of hope for Manchester United fans, because for me as a Manchester United fan, what I was watching, what I was looking for, I finally got in the end, because
What was that, Josh?
I
What were
did
you looking for?
the tactical nous of Amorim against Pep Guardiola, because in the first half I was disgusted that he didn't have any ideas to change what
I
was
think they were
coming
not in the
again.
game the first 20 minutes, I can
They
say, but
all
after a while, I think
30
after
30 minutes.
25 minutes, they started getting back into the game. They
No, it
started
was the
picking up.
game
They
plan. I
started
do understand
making
it was
those
the game
passes.
plan. It
Yeah.
was the game plan. Having lost to Man City 5-1 last time they visited the Estadio Jose Alvarez Stadium.
Mm.
So I mean, it was just right for him to be a bit cautious before he went all in. But the thing though is, in those 30 minutes, I wanted to see a manager who had ideas on stopping Pep Guardiola from playing the way he was playing through him, because you could easily see that they don't have men in midfield. They have only two players in midfield, and Trincao, Yokaris, and there were three players at the front. So there was a gap. Man City had a floating midfielder and three permanent midfielders in there. So they had four against two. So they always had space to play the ball here and there. But boy, oh boy, later on as the game went on, he grew into it. He must have seen that in the first half. He didn't like it. I think he was fortunate to go
I told you,
into.
he told them, you're going for the second half, go to the pitch. As soon as you're on the pitch, start spreading the gospel. And that is Amorim's ball. And we all saw that. Dad in the comment section says, hey, Josh, I know how you feel. I know how you feel good. I know you feel good. Very good win for Amorim. But how was the game on a whole? Sporting was on the back foot at all time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah. But that was majorly in the first half. That was majorly in the first half,
I also
because
agree. Second, that I think the Josh, it's 25, 30 minutes.
no, 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 no. The whole of the first half, they were fortunate to have scored a goal from the immaculate your
Actually,
Caris, because
they should have scored a goal. Your courage, the one that you
yeah,
shot
but
right
you
into
would
the
see
hands of
that
the keeper.
the system of the night, the manager planned to play out counterattacks, to actually get goals from counterattacks, because he was defending very deep, and hoping that the players that he has, who are very good runners, can get onto this ball and dribble to take the ball further up the pitch.
Well,
So for me,
Josh,
on the
yeah.
whole, it was a game of two halves. The first half, Man City dominated. Man City had all the possession, but the second half, Amorim's team came alive. I mean, they were too quick for Man City. The thought process of the players in the positions that they were in. If actually you concentrate on the goal that Araujo scored, that is
Yeah,
what you can carry forward for you to want the manager to bring at Manchester United, because
at Man United. Well,
in nine touches the ball was at the back of the net, but there were very good runs in that pattern. they played the ball from deep. The center backs had a feel of the ball. Queda had a feel of, almost all the guys at the back had a feel of the ball before Araujo scored.
Well, Amorim, after the win, he was asked whether he has sent a message to the Premier League, and he was like, "It's misleading. We were lucky today. In the Premier League, it will be a different world, different
Yeah.
pressure. It will be fun. I'm ready for the challenge." He goes on to say, "I'm not going to read anything for 6 months like when I arrived at Sporting. It's the only way to do my job properly at Man United, my club, the club that I love." Yeah, Nelson says this is a big statement in relation to the system Amorim will use. That is correct, 100%. If we get the right players, with the
What
right
do you mean
players,
if we get the right players? We
do we have
already
the
have
right
the
players?
players.
What
Yes. What is the right players by your standard? I mean, he's playing with Sporting Lisbon with bang average players, and they're
Just
scoring
tell me, who would
4
you
goals
have
against Man City.
leading the line? Rasmus Holland, right? Behind him,
Yes, Rasmus Hoyland.
who
What
would
do you
you
mean
have playing
behind him?
Trancao's? Yeah,
No,
I
no,
mean
no, no,
the
no. Maybe
the two
I can
tens,
give you my own team. The two
the two
tens, yeah.
tens.
The two
Yeah,
tens I would play with Fernandez and Zakzi,
Rashford
or Fernandez and Amad Diallo,
and
because they
so,
Amad Diallo is a very technically gifted player.
so so that means you'd bench Rashford.
Are you asking me for my team? Why are you concerned about who I will
Because
bench?
I know you're a Rashford fan.
No,
You never
no, no,
leave
no,
him
no,
out.
no. I'm a Manchester United fan.
Okay, let me come and you
Yeah,
give me a team. If we put, rather, if City put away their chances, it would have been a different game. But
I
still,
agree
let's
with
see
you
what he will bring to
100%.
the Prem. Again, as I said the other day, it wasn't really impressive. It
For the
wasn't
most
really impressive for
true.
the most.
I actually
Then
thought about that comment that you did make once while I was watching that first half, because yes, to some you can say it was very impressive. That to Sporting Lisbon fans, it was very impressive because this is a Man City side. They had seen beat them 5 goals at the very stadium. So for this time, for the manager to come and first suck up pressure and hope that Jokeres can make the right decision in front of goal, uh, they can say it was a plus. So I didn't have a problem with that.
City play a high line with some not so fast CBs, but having a striker like Gyökeres, that's a nightmare. Indeed, a true nightmare.
Yeah, true.
Nelson says, Isaac, my earlier message was quoted. Yeah, it was a quoted statement from Amarim's game when asked about United. To me, rather to me, it implied he might use
No, no,
another
no, 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 no,
system.
no,
And
no,
no,
no.
no,
Uh, what
he's
he
this.
was saying,
He's not going to
what he
play
was
along with what these guys were
no,
saying.
what he was actually saying is
It's
he
going to take
cannot.
some time.
No, he cannot have Manchester United play that
Play the way
defensively.
Lisbon is.
You see, because the very system, the very 3-4-3 system is an offensive system. Much as you have 5 defenders, but it
Yeah,
is
the wing backs,
an
but
offensive
also
system because those wing backs
the wing backs
fly.
also go forward and
Yes,
become. In other words, you have five attackers. By the way, Josh,
yes, that's why you don't
like
have
five defenders, five, yeah,
yeah,
attackers.
they don't. That's why they don't cross the ball too much, because they have the two tens
The short
behind.
passes, their short
Yeah,
passes are very interesting.
they have the two tens behind Yokares, and it can be a plus for the wing backs when they go up front, because they can be able to play with the wing backs short passes. But it can also show you that when he comes up against an opposition that he respects, or an opposition that has beaten him before, he might just decide to defend deep. And Diamonde defended actually very well last night.
Well,
But I think he
Gyökeres
will
after the
continue to
game,
play 3-4-3.
he will. He has to continue. He shouldn't listen to the bullshit that Paul Scholes. Was it Paul Scholes? Joshua said whatever he said. I
He's
think it
not
was
going to
Paul
read
Scholes
newspapers. Yeah, it must
for
have
six
been.
months. Was That's what he said for 6 months.